Okay, so I'm back. The time hasn't started. I don't think it starts again until you leave the cave. Quickly save. So, if you guys don't remember what happened in the last video last week, is we met the Oracle who lives in this cave, and they told us that we are a prince. And not just any prince, we are next in line to the throne. We are King Graham's son. So, use the map.
You pull out your magic map.
Magic map.
You feel a strange pulling sensation.
I might try something. Just give me a second.
Papa, where are we going?
Junior, today continues a proud tradition. It began many, many generations of burrs ago. When a young burr has come of age, as you have, he takes his first stroll in the woods. Afterwards, he returns home to his first real burr's breakfast.
You mean fish, Papa?
No, porridge. Let the bears eat their fish.
But I thought we were.
Time's a-wasting. Let's go, Mildred.
Yes, George.
Okay.
Just right. So you take it with you.
I'm gonna try something real quick, because I do want to get an achievement, and so much right now. Oops, I'm gonna actually save the game. I want to eat the porridge, but we have to go home. I think
You pull out your magic map.
Ooh.
You feel a strange pulling sensation.
Okay. Go in here real quick. Eat the porridge. Come on, quickly.
That tasted very good.
Okay. Now we have to go back out again. If I want to do this correctly. Hopefully we have more than like 5 minutes or 6 minutes to do this.
You pull out your magic map. You feel a strange pulling sensation.
Come on, Gwydion, go. Okay, they're back. We need them to leave again so I can get more porridge. There we go.
If we go out in the woods today, will we be in for a big surprise?
You betcha.
It's not safe, all these walks. What with all those humans about?
Then we'd better go in disguise.
Nonsense. If we run into bother, then we'll roar as burrs do. For every burr that ever there was will gather there for certain because...
They're ghosts?
What?
You said for every bear that ever there was. Like all the ones that used to be alive?
Mildred, what have you been telling him?
Nothing, George. He just likes ghost stories.
He'll be believing we have picnics next. Anyway, today's the day.
The bears have a picnic?
Just keep walking, Junior.
That's great. I don't think I've ever gotten that far in their whole little storyline thing. Please have porridge. Perfect.
Just right. So you take it with you.
So I gotta get, there's 2 more spells that I need to do. And I will be happy with finishing that.
You pull out your magic map. You feel a strange pulling sensation.
Come on. Getting really interested interesting things happening in these recordings today. I feel like I should just keep recording games today and do other things tomorrow. Okay. So go in here. We need the magic wand. I always leave the thing open because it makes it easier to put it back.
You unlock the oak cabinet using the brass key. Inside, you find the wizard's magic wand. You take it with you, knowing it could mean death if he finds it missing.
Okay. Don't go yellow, please. I don't have enough time for yellow.
You quickly pull the levers in the correct sequence.
The two spells I want to do are kind of difficult, so... But if we can, we'll get rid of Manannan this time. Otherwise, it'll be the next time for sure. At this point. Don't die. Good. Okay. Oops. Shoot. Exit. Save. Okay. We need... Well, this one, yes. Where's the page, please? Quickly, quickly, quickly.
You replace the missing page.
We'll worry about this one in a minute, though. I want understanding the language of creatures. Pour a thimble of dew in a bowl. There's a thimble of dew. Pour it in the bowl.
You add the thimbleful of dew to the bowl.
Place a tuft of fur from any animal into the bowl. So we can do that with the dog's fur. Don't do it with the cat's fur. Where's the dog's fur? There it is.
You add the dog fur to the bowl.
Okay. Add a spoonful of ground fish scales. Now we're going to lose the spoonful of mud, but that should be okay. This is the scales, right?
Within the glass container, you see your ground scales. The powder emits a faint, fishy smell.
Now, we don't want to put these onto the spoon, like I might in some other cases. In here,
Not wanting to taint the spell, you carefully clean the spoon first. You measure 1 spoonful of ground fish scales and add it to the bowl.
Perfect, okay. Place dried reptile skin. That's this here.
You add the snake skin to the bowl.
And then a feather of any animal, so one that we're not using.
You add the chicken feather to the bowl.
And then I believe you mix the bowl.
You mix the bowl's contents by hand until they become doughy.
And then we recite the spell, and then we
With
wave the
trepidation, you prepare to recite the Understanding the Language of Creatures incantation.
Fur of beast and reptile skin, with scale and feather two thrown in, grant me sense to comprehend animals of water, earth, and wind.
wand. And then we wave the magic wand. Don't forget to wave the magic wand.
You wave the magic wand over the bowl.
Oh, then we separate the pieces.
You carefully divide the mixture into 2 pieces and place the dough pieces in your ears. You will now be able to understand the speech of the animals, birds, and fish. You will not, however, be able to speak to them. The spell will last as long as the dough is in your ears.
Perfect, okay. The other is turning another into a cat. So grind 1 dried mandrake root with the mortar and pestle. So we put the mandrake root. This is a more complicated spell.
You place the dried mandrake root in the mortar. You grind the dried mandrake root into a fine powder.
Back on here. 2 spoons. Oh, put the mandrake root into the thing, then put the oil. Okay. So we need to use the bowl on
You
here.
carefully remove the mandrake root powder from the mortar. You carefully place the mandrake root powder in the bowl.
And we're gonna put fish oil, right?
A strong fishy smell emanates from the glass jar. You pour 2 spoonfuls of fish oil into the bowl.
Okay, done. Put 1 small ball of cat hair
You place the cat hair in the bowl.
Stir the mixture with a spoon.
You carefully stir the contents of the bowl.
Okay, then we're gonna put it on the table.
You dump the oily dough onto the tabletop.
And then we gotta flatten it.
You shape the oily dough into the shape of a cookie. It hardens quickly.
Okay. Mold it into a cookie, then recite the verse, and then wave the
With trepidation, you prepare to recite the turning another into a cat incantation.
Root of mandrake and fish oil, with cat hair over which I toil, to make a meal worse than the rack from this deceiving little snack.
mix it, and then you wave the wand over it.
You wave the magic wand over the cookie. You have just created a cookie that, when eaten, will turn the victim into a cat forever.
Okay, so we now have the main ones we need, but because we got more time, I might do another one. Let's see what we can do. Cactus. Do this one here. Okay. Cut the cactus with a knife.
You cut the cactus in half with a knife.
Take the cactus and put it on the spoon.
You squeeze the cactus juice into the spoon.
I'm gonna guess we put that in the bowl.
You add the cactus juice to the bowl.
Okay, then we want a jar of lard in the bowl, which is the full white one.
You add the jar of lard to the bowl. You keep the empty jar for later use.
Add 2 drops of toad spittle, and then we stir the bowl. Stir the bowl. Stir the contents in the bowl.
Toad spittle is unpleasant stuff, to say the least. You add 2 drops of toad spittle to the bowl. You carefully stir the contents of the bowl.
And we recite the verse.
With trepidation, you prepare to recite the becoming invisible incantation.
Juice of cactus and toad spittle upon myself but just a little. With flame and moisture both present, I shall become most transparent.
Then we wave the magic wand, and then we're gonna put it into the container.
You wave the magic wand over the bowl. You carefully pour the invisibility ointment into the empty lard jar.
And brewing a storm, I think, is the only one. Yeah, we can't do that yet. Causing a deep sleep. Grind 3 acorns with the mortar and pestle. Okay, let me first fully exit. I gotta save. Okay, so 3 acorns.
You place the acorns in the mortar. You grind the acorns into a fine powder.
Put acorn powder in the bowl. Okay.
You carefully scoop the acorn powder out of the mortar. You put the acorn powder into the bowl.
So you have to type all this out if you're playing the original game. That's why I didn't want to do it. Put the cup of nightshade juice in the bowl. This one here.
You pour 1 cup of nightshade juice into the bowl.
Okay. Good, we didn't have to lose our cup. Stir the mixture with a spoon. It's an easy one.
You carefully stir the contents of the bowl.
Okay, that was done.
You light the charcoal brazier. You place the bowl on the charcoal brazier. You wait until the nightshade juice is almost gone. A damp, powdery substance remains behind in the bowl. You remove the bowl from the charcoal brazier. It would not be a good
Okay, so then after we remove it, you spread the mixture on the table. And then recite the verse, then wave the wand. I'll export this out.
You pour the contents of the bowl onto the table.
Recite the verse.
With trepidation, you prepare to recite the causing a deep sleep incantation.
Eggcorn, nightshade, together mixed, concoction of a deep sleep fixed. From places of much lesser light, you bring to them a long good night.
And then we wave the magic wand and put it in the pouch.
You wave the magic wand over the powder. You carefully scoop up the powder from the table. With steady hands, you put the sleeping powder into the empty pouch. You now have a magical powder that will put anyone in the vicinity to sleep when poured on the ground in a place where there's both darkness and moisture. The charcoal brazier burns out.
Okay, so we got another one. I think we got one more to do that we can do right now. Teleportation at random. Grind a spoonful of salt grains in the mortar and pestle, then the sprig of mistletoe, and then rub the stone in it, and then kiss the stone. So, salt, then mistletoe. So this is a salt.
You measure 1 spoonful of salt and pour it into the mortar. You grind the salt with the pestle.
Then I think we just go right into the mistletoe.
You place the sprig of mistletoe in the mortar. You grind the mistletoe with the pestle.
And then I think we put stone.
You rub the stone in the mixture.
And then we kiss the stone, which I think is just using the hand on the stone.
You gently kiss the stone.
And then we recite the verse.
With trepidation, you prepare to recite the teleportation at random incantation.
My kiss so tender I now give, so that I may have a chance to live, seeking a place of trouble less, when my smooth stone I shall caress.
Then we wave the magic wand, and I think we're ready on that.
You wave the magic wand over the stone.
Okay, save. Still green.
This is the first page.
So we got that one. We got this one. We got this one. We got this one. We got this one. We don't have that one. We got that one. We got that one. Perfect. Okay, exit. Should I risk it? Should we head over and get the final ingredient and come back and do the last spell? Again, be careful with that cat. You never know. I know in the original game he'll kill you. Yeah, I'm risking it right now. I'm gonna try and do this. We'll see what happens.
You pull out your magic map.
We need to go here.
You feel a strange pulling sensation.
We need a spoonful of mud. And get back there as quickly as we can, and we can finish the last spell.
You kneel and scoop some of the mud onto the wooden spoon.
Nice.
You pull out your magic map. You feel a strange pulling sensation.
We're doing pretty good, actually. Maybe recording this for you guys is lucky. Now you can talk to him, but we'll do that later. We don't have time right now. Actually, everyone can talk to you now, which can kind of be frustrating when we're trying to get things done quickly. I always suggest wait to do that. But if you can, do that before you, as you probably can already tell, turn Manannan into a cat. Because then you can talk to him after he's been turned. Let's do this. Hopefully we can get this done before he comes back from his journey, so we have all the stuff done. And I'll just make everything much better. So now we're going to save again. Okay. So the only one we need to do is bring a storm. Put a cup of ocean water in the bowl. Oh, the bowl's all the way down here now.
You pour the cup of ocean water into the bowl.
Light the charcoal brazier. Just a cup of ocean water? Okay.
You light the charcoal brazier.
I just feel this is weird, but it's what it wants.
You place the bowl of ocean water on the charcoal brazier.
Oh, I guess maybe you need boiling
You
water.
remove the bowl before it starts to boil.
Or almost boiling water. Put 1 spoonful of mud in the bowl.
You add a spoonful of mud to the bowl.
Add a pinch of toadstool powder. Just Aaron guesses this because it's the last thing that we haven't used yet.
You add the toadstool
Perfect.
powder to the bowl. You save the empty jar for reuse.
Oh yeah, that too. Blow into the hot brew.
You blow into the steaming bowl.
Then we recite the spell.
With trepidation, you prepare to recite the Brewing a Storm incantation.
From nature, I now call on thee, the power of the land and sea. When brew is stirred, all should be warned, the might of the approaching storm.
Then we wave the magic wand.
You wave the magic wand over the bowl.
And then we need to put it into the jar.
You carefully pour the storm brew into the empty jar. The charcoal brazier burns out.
Perfect. Wow. Let's get out of here. Before Manannan finds us. We can talk to this guy now.
You'd look mighty funny falling down those stairs, Gwydion.
Don't you dare kill me. Okay, good.
You quickly pull the levers in the correct sequence.
Oh my god, the cat's down there still. I didn't see him come out, did you guys? Normally he comes out if he's there.
You carefully replace the magic wand exactly as you found it.
And then we're gonna close that up.
The cabinet door locks as you shut it.
Okay, let's do Manannan's desk.
You open the desk's only drawer, but you see nothing interesting. Again, you search the contents of the drawer, but find nothing interesting. Persistent, aren't you?
You just keep trying.
Upon closer examination of the contents of the desk, you find a letter. You remove it and take it with you.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly save. My dear Manannan, it saddens me to learn that no word of your sister, Hagatha, has reached you as of late. We can but hope she is well and able somewhere, to do as she pleases to whomever she pleases. My own sister as well, and thank you for asking. She was taken with you once, before you grew that excessive beard, and insists you were a handsome man in your day. I can only imagine. Is your servant performing as adequately as the last? You certainly pick them, don't you? Rumor has it that the father had a particular say in who this latest slave would be. Such a rare honor. I'm really quite envious. Then again, you named them all Gwydion, so what does it matter where they came from, or where they come from? The way they meet their end, all on their 18th birthdays. You are such a poetic dear. As for my own darling boy, he is performing his role as loyal son superbly. One might think he had been doing so his whole life.
There seems to be more written on the other side of the letter.
In matters of the faith, my response is that it, as it always has been, we must continue to do what we can to usurp control from the unfaithful, so that the world may be prepared for the great day. For my part, I have made plans to rid this realm of my enemy. Being so predictable and obviously innocent, she will make easy prey. The time comes soon, Brother Manannan, and our long wait will be over. May swift destruction come upon those who oppose us. In the Father we trust. L. P.S. You really shouldn't keep cats around the house. Steeds make much better pets. Okay, so this L, you might get the idea that this is something that's coming up in the future, and it is. In the next game, we will find out who this L is, and there's a hint down here as to who she is. We also heard about her son earlier, so that's something that you guys can look forward to in the next game. But for now, we are currently playing King's Quest 3, and we will be for probably about 2 more videos at least. So, now we got some important stuff to do. Now, the dough in our ears he won't notice, but he will notice everything else that we have. So, let's just do this. Hide. We're gonna hide everything. But I want to get, for this particular thing, I'm going to grab all these food items, and this porridge, and this cookie. Okay, so we gotta hide the cookie in the porridge for him to eat. So let's do that now. Let's do that.
The porridge conceals the crumbled cookie. It still looks as appetizing as ever.
So now we no longer have the cookie, and now if he sees us with any of these things, it's fine. So I'm gonna quickly head back downstairs. I want to quickly check his office just to make sure that we didn't do anything, nothing's left out of place. Because when he comes home, I don't want him killing us yet. Okay, we're in good shape. Can we talk to him again? Get back here, cat. Oh, he's gonna hide. Come on.
You'll get what's coming to you, Gwydion. I used to be his favorite.
Ah, I wonder if he used the cookie on one of his favorite Gwydions. Or he just liked the cat better than he likes the Gwydions. Okay, so we're gonna hang out in here real quick. Of course, the time is still not even yellow, so we have a while to go. But my plan is, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna feed him something other than the tainted porridge. Let me look at the porridge.
You were careful when you crumbled the cat cookie into the porridge. It looks just like a plain bowl of porridge.
And then we have... So we're gonna give him one of these items here that doesn't have the cookie. I'm gonna save it first because I want to talk to him one more time. This will be our last time talking to him. And I think because we do have a little bit of a wait, I don't want to sleep because I'm trying to get the achievement of not sleeping at all. Let's go feed the chickens again. I was gonna say I could pause the video and then have you guys... Oh, here.
How long were you in the town, Coop? Just over a year. The wizard nabbed me after I made 2 centuries. What? You're not that old. In eggs, dear. Oh, I thought you meant your batting average.
So yeah, all the animals will talk now when you walk by, like the squirrels that we saw out there, the lizards, the snakes. They'll all talk to us. I'm not going to go through and do every single animal talking thing, just because, you know, it'll just take up an entire video all of its own. Especially if I want to get everything. So again, the game is free to download, so link is in the description. If you guys want to do it, you can. But it will only happen after you do the understanding the language of creatures. And after we give Manannan the porridge, we're running out of time. So you don't want to, if you do want to wander around and listen to the animals talking and stuff like that, either do that spell first, or one of the earlier spells, and then do the Manannan cookie one later, or save your game after you give Manannan the cookie, and then you can do whatever after that, like, because you have a time limit after you give it to him. I believe. I mean, I don't know in this game. I know in the original game you did, but in this game I'm not 100% sure.
As it is summer, the need for a fire and cooked food is diminished. The fireplace is not used during the summer. Manannan insists that you clean it regardless and frequently. As it is,
That's right.
there's no hole in this bucket. Why bother with it?
Ooh.
There are drying herbs and spices hanging here.
You probably heard my neighbors come close the door again. I wonder if we gave it to him while the other cat is still here, but I guess...
You'll get what's coming to you, Gwydion. I used to be his favorite.
I don't know if he says anything else.
I don't think I've marked your room today.
Yeah, I think those are the only two things he says. Minus when you're on the stairs, then he'll say more. Sorry, I was away from the microphone a bit more than I should. I have it full blast for the microphone, so I need to get a new microphone, I think. I can do that at some point. But for the King's Quest games, I probably won't. I'll be stuck with this one. So the best I can do is at least lower the game volume a bit, so when you guys turn it up, you won't have one being really loud and the other being really quiet. Come on. This is taking forever. What else can I do? Oh, there, finally, it's yellow. Yay, it's yellow. I wonder if we can go up and use the... telescope thing.
You put your eye to the glass. It amazes you how near everything seems. You could even see squirrels climbing faraway trees. No wonder the wizard knows of all activities in Ludor.
Perfect. Yeah, we're getting not too far from the end of the game right now. I mean, you can kind of see that in the puzzle points. But if we were playing the original, we would actually be much closer to the end. There is a little extra scene with this one, or a couple of extra scenes with this one, but not like a ton. What are you doing? I clicked down here. Oh no, go back in. Forgot we can hear the chickens. I don't want to hear the chickens right now.
You can't use that item there.
Yeah, see, another thing about doing that is that if you do want to do anything else, you're stuck listening to all the animals as you walk around, so I do kind of suggest if you do want to do it, keep it closer to when you're going to turn Manannan into a cookie. Or into a cat. Use the cat to turn him into a cookie. That would be hilarious. King's Quest 4 is when we're going to get back into the originals. Oh, here we go.
I am hungry. Prepare me a meal at once.
Sure. Certainly.
Manannan is impatiently waiting for his food. His stomach rumbles as he drums his gnarled fingers on the table. You'd better feed him quickly, or dire consequences may result.
Now, I think if you don't feed him, he'll just, give you one of the punishments. So save the game. We're not giving him the porridge first. We're gonna give him, let's give him some bread. And now we can talk to him one last time. There is others, so if you keep doing this, you'll have other things, but this is the last time we're gonna do it.
I'm curious, Master.
A dangerous mindset, boy.
I know, but I was wondering, how powerful are you?
Impudence!
Not at all. I was just wondering, if Ludor were to be invaded, would it be well protected by your magic?
Of course, irrelevant though that notion is, invaders would never reach these shores. My spells over the wind and weather would destroy any hostiles long before they caught sight of this land.
You surmise that you won't be taking any boat trips while he's around.
As for invaders from the west, they would only meet their demise in the endless scorched wasteland. And even if they endured, they would never survive an encounter with that desert beauty.
Manannan's mouth flickers upward slightly in an odd manner. You suppress the urge to probe his mind more on the subject.
So yeah, like I said, if we were to continue, he comes back, we could have more things to talk about. I forget if there is a point where he will kill you anyways. But we're gonna restore. Okay. So now, let us give him the tainted porridge, the cookie.
You watch, barely able to control a smile from spreading over your face. The wizard chokes on his little snack and clutches his throat. He seems to be turning a somewhat bluish color. As the wizard manages to swallow the tainted, once-hidden cookie, he greedily gulps the remainder of the porridge. You watch, hoping for a sign that the spell will begin its work, but it seems the wizard is unaffected.
Something is wrong. I feel strange.
Really? Maybe you should curl up. Have a cat nap.
What was in that porridge? A cookie?
Ah, the cookie. You know, that reminds me of a poem. Root of mandrake and fish oil, with cat hair over which I toil.
My spell!
Oh, you know that one.
You!
Yes?
You won't get away with this. You'll be sorry, Gwydion.
My name is Alexander.
So now we can talk to him. Oh, come on.
Change me back immediately.
Sorry.
Don't know how.
Liar.
No, I think that's all he says, but let's try.
You won't look so clever once you've been shrunk down to size.
Stop walking.
You'll never be a prince. You've been a pauper too long. Change me back immediately.
Sorry.
Don't know how.
Liar.
Okay. Well, now we can eat. Let's eat everything.
That tasted very good.
Well, he probably never gets anything that good. So let's get him all fed up.
That tasted very good. That tasted very good. It hasn't much to say, if, in fact, it ever did.
Okay. So now once we leave the scene, we'll no longer see Manannan the cat. It will still be just his other pet.
Strange. There's nothing in the painting now.
Yeah, it's like Harry Potter almost. Should show like a black cat of some kind. Retrieve, and we want to get everything because we're all ready now. Now at this point there is a timer happening that is not shown, so also if you wanted to get, there's one other achievement you can get. is you gotta leave everything, all the drawers open and stuff. Now's the time when you would go around the house and do that. You can't do it otherwise, because if Manannan comes home and the drawers are open, then then he'll kill you. So let's use...
You pull out your magic map.
So got everything here. I think we're all good to go.
You feel a strange pulling sensation.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna actually end this video shortly. We're just gonna go through this one little cutscene part, and then I will end the video, so it's gonna be coming up soon. But, so you don't have to listen to me for a little bit, I'm gonna mute myself, and I will talk to you guys again when we start it up again in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.
A loud bunch of seafarers swap yarns between swills of rum. It would seem they're getting ready to set sail. The sailors peer at you through bleary eyes and continue swilling their rum. One, who looks like the captain, pauses and drunkenly speaks to you.
Aye, me bucko, be ye wanting passage on me ship? What you running from? Oh, it's no matter, as long as you got gold. Let me see how much you got.
You eagerly peek inside the soft leather coin purse and discover it contains some shiny gold coins. You may want to count them. The purse contains some gold coins. As you bring out the purse, the captain snatches it from your hand.
Aye, lad, I sees you do have a wee bit of gold. It's less than me regular fare, but I'll gives you passage anyways. We'll be waiting for you at the wharf, but not for long.
The captain and his men down their rum in one long draught, then leave the tavern.
Hi, the captain said you'd be coming along. Get on board.
Nothing like a little bit of salt air to perk up a boy's spirits. You feel excited about the upcoming journey.
Ahoy there, me lad. Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Captain Blodlet. I'll be your host for this year voyage, or what you'll be remembering of it. Pretty flag, ain't it?
You're pirates?
Afraid so. We'll be showing you to your quarters now. Set course for the island.
Aye, Captain.